Today's video is sponsored by absolutely nobody. Hello, my friends. Lost Latvian here. Let's catch up. I haven't recorded for a couple weeks, so want to give a little update on what's going on with me, what's going on with this channel, and what to expect in the future. So at the time of this recording, I'm still at home. I'm preparing for my camping trip with my son. We're leaving tomorrow. And when you watch this video, we will already be at the campsite near Arkansas River here in Colorado and enjoying our time. So we're doing this father and son trip annually. So it's time for us to go. It's his busy schedule at the fire station and my busy schedule at my work, does not let us to go camping very often. But yeah, so the reason, I took a couple weeks off is because I needed that time to kind of like catch up with things, I had to do here, in my family, my work. Everything is all right now, busy schedule at work. And then the death happened in my immediate family. My sister-in-law passed away in Latvia, so that kind of really fucked up with my head. And while I was not being able to attend the funeral or whatnot, it still hits you hard. It was my brother's wife, so I really felt for my niece and nephew and my brother, and it was just, it was crazy, Nobody really saw this one coming. But anyways, let's move on from that. But yeah, that's pretty much what was going on, busy schedule, and this happened, and I just needed some little break, so did you guys miss me? I definitely missed releasing these videos, but once in a while we all need a little break. So anyways, we are back. Today's video, I'm not gonna show any caps or no nothing, but starting next week, I'm not quite sure yet. Is it gonna be a Wednesday show or it's gonna be Saturday show? But there's gonna be one for sure, I can promise that. I got a bunch of hats to show you guys. Those are freaking top-notch ones, and what I'm realizing lately is that sure, my buying of hats have slowed down quite a bit, but the quality of hats I'm getting are much better. So I kind of looked back and on the caps I have bought throughout this year, and in general, I could definitely see how I have evolved as a cap collector. And my early caps I bought early in this collecting journey, I only like few of them, what I would keep around. But all the other ones, I mean, it still shows your journey. So I know I have received some comments, and questions like, what do you do with the caps when you cop them and you don't like them and this and that? You know what? I don't do anything with them. They are part of my collection, and it kind of shows, like I said, the journey you took as a beginner collector, and how you evolved, how you finally understood like which caps you really like and which are kind of like, like Pierre says, pedestrian, which are just the regular hats. There's nothing cool about them. Once you have it, once you bought one, it's very difficult to buy just a kind of like a mediocre caps. You're looking for that little cherry, on the top of the cake, if you can imagine a cap being a cake, you know, something something needs to be special about that cap for in order for you to buy it again, you know. So in my collection, I have like 300 of them, you know, and that's quite a good number, you know. Sure, it's not in thousands, you know, and stuff like that, but 300 caps, that's a lot of money, you know, a lot of caps, and you can compare them, you know, and it's getting more difficult to cop the caps, you know, not because there's not enough of them, but because a lot of them look the same or you already have it. So yeah, I've also come to conclusion that I have narrowed down to 3 stores I like to buy caps. And then there are several stores I kind of keep an eye on, you know, but then there are some stores I like care less, you know, because they're just pumping out these average caps, you know, and there's nothing exciting, you know. I'm keeping an eye on, but there are definitely 3 stores I like the best. Was the one being Pro Image Sports Colorado. I really like what those guys are doing. I really like what Leon, his collaboration with the store, what Leon is doing. I like Had Dreams, you know, it's like a supernova, you know, like those guys have come out lately with so many great looking hats, and I have bought from them, you know, and I'm just stunned. You'll see it. I'll show you all of those hats in some other video, you know. And of course, Topper Store USA, and Topper Store Europe. I mean that freaking store, you know, that brand is awesome. You know, not every single hat from them is a hit, but I mean their success rate is, I would say, you know, 70-30. 30% is gonna be like, you know, 70% you can pick something good. And their customer service is absolutely one of the best. Not one of the best, it's the best customer service you will ever receive. You know, you can watch their shows, views from the wall, you know, and Pierre gives some hints how to acquire the caps if you are not in New York. Check him out. He talks all about it, you know, pay attention to their show. Then some people, I know some people say, hey, what about my fitteds? You know, fuck the my fitteds. That's my way of saying about them, you know. To me, not because I had a very unpleasant encounter with that store. I used to be a fan of that store, you know. But again, as the collector, I have evolved, and I'm looking at their hats, and they really look like a fucking clown hats, you know. Look how many colors they got. It's a mess, you know. They do have a couple great ones, you know. It's not everything is not junk, you know, but a lot of them, I would say their hats are like 20% keepers, rest of them are fucking junk, you know. Whatever, whoever can wear that shit, you know. Plus their customer service is absolutely awful. And I know that I'm going against the grain here, but I don't give a shit, you know. I'm talking about my experience, you know. You put side by side Topper Store USA and my fitteds, you know. I mean, you can't even compare those 2 stores, you know. There's friggin' Topper Store USA blows them away, you know, by miles, you know. But anyways, so yeah, a lot less hats bought, but though those hats I have, I mean, I absolutely adore them. I have changed my mind about hats I really like and designs I like. You know, so yeah, I'm evolving as a collector. You know, and I hope that you do the same thing. You know, so don't go out there and jump on a very first hat you see and you think like, oh yeah, that's a good one. You know, check out Had Dreams, check out Topper Store USA, start there. Check out Pro Image Sports stores, you know, and there are a bunch: Crown Legends, Crown Minded, Society. What else comes to my mind? Once in a Blue Moon, you know, Head Club, even New Era, and Lids HD, Anthem Shop up in Canada, Stills up in Canada. You know, check out those stores. There are a whole bunch of other stores. Check in Views from the Vault Friday shows. You will see the whole list they're going through. Caps released, you know, in that week. Or also you can tune in on Wednesdays when they're showing the caps which gonna drop that week, you know, like on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Make an educated decision. Don't jump on whatever you see, you know. Don't jump on those like bright looking freaking colorful cats. But if it's your thing, you know, do whatever you want, buy whatever you like. I'm just saying that I was like that at the beginning, and now I sort of kind of regret, you know, that I was more like impulsive, you know, just spending money left and right, you know, and then not necessarily regretting, but you know, I'm not happy with some of them what I got. So yeah, that's about the hats. How I like to buy them now in the stores I'm buying from. I just ordered another hat from Topper Store USA. Super excited, super stoked to see it when I get it in my hands. When I'm gonna get it in my hands, another like 10-star cap I just received. Yeah, I just made a payment literally like a half an hour ago. But yeah, and then as far as the scheduling goes, you know, since I do not have as many hats as I used to, I think this is going to become more like a once a week show. That could change, you know, it depending. It really depends, you know. I'm kind of trying to brainstorm, you know, how to come up with more content. You know, I have something in works, you know, in my head. The thing is, you know, for me to record something not as easy. I do not have like a, my office is sort of a mess, you know. Not mess as far as, you know, shit's being dirty or whatnot, you know, and it's just a lot, you know. I got a lot of stuff packed in a short, in a small place, you know, so I don't want all that busy background or whatnot. I'm a one-man show. I gotta edit the videos, I gotta shoot them, I gotta set everything up. It all takes time, and like I said, work is getting in my way, you know, so to speak. And since this is my hobby, I don't get paid for none of this. The channel is not monetized, you know. I don't have enough subscribers, you know, and all other stuff. So it's not as easy as it may seem, you know. I do absolutely love what I'm doing, you know, but I can't put on myself this pressure where I was like, man, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it on my terms, you know, when it feels good and when it's fun. Once it becomes like your job, you know, then it takes the fun out of it, you know, and I don't want that to happen. So I want this to be natural. You know, I want to talk about things and show you things when I'm excited about it. So yeah, that being said, yeah, we kind of can expect more like a once a week show. You know, is it gonna be Saturdays? Yeah, most likely, you know. But if I'm gonna have something extra, you know, that's gonna be the Wednesdays. Like I said, it all depends. All right, guys, that was a quick update. You know, I'm gonna get out of here. Gonna start packing. You know, I still gotta run some errands. You know, I gotta run over to Pro Image Sports Colorado to check for a couple hats for my friend Paul in Australia. Paul, if you're watching this, I'm heading over today to check on those couple hats you asked me. So yeah. Anyways, guys, this was Lost Latvian. It was a quick channel update. Hopefully you guys all doing well. Most importantly, don't fuck up your health, you know. You know, that is the most important thing. Take care of yourself, and see you all very soon. Lost Latvian out. Hi and bye.